Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I am the Earth Witch and I am so glad that you are here. Today's video is all about herbs. We will be going over an apothecary herb haul and I will show you the herbs that I got as well as speak about some of their magical and medicinal properties. But first, a disclaimer. I am not a medical professional. I'm an herbalist, and that's not even regulated. So I do not intend to cure, treat, or diagnose any illnesses or diseases that you or anybody may have. This is just to talk about the herbs that I have acquired and what I may or may not use them for regarding magic and medicine. Before you begin working with these herbs and taking them yourself, I recommend that you consult your doctor or physician, and I also recommend that you do your own research and do not take any of these herbs if you are pregnant or nursing because you don't know how it may affect your body, or if you have certain ailments or if you take certain medications, it can interact with those medications unknowingly. So please consult a medical professional. I am not a medical professional. I'm just here to talk about the herbs that I love and why I love them. So I hope you enjoyed this video and give it a thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe. And if you want to support your little old witch, check out my website right here and see what I have in store for you all. Today I have a total of 10 herbs to share with you. All of these herbs were purchased. This is not a sponsored video. I wish. Somebody wants to sponsor me with some herbs, I'll take it. But this is not a sponsored video. I paid for all of these herbs with my own money and I got them from Mountain Rose Herbs. So let's get right into it. Let's get started. So all of the herbs that I purchased are certified organic and it is within the 4 ounces. There are different quantities of herbs that you can get, but I find that like buying a large quantity of herbs, it may take you a while to get through it. So buy smaller quantities as you go, as you learn about these herbs and work with them. And then the ones that you use the most, start buying the larger quantities of those. I buy small quantities of pretty much everything. To be honest, even the smaller quantities of the herbs from suppliers still seems like a lot. You can fit a lot into a quartz jar and that can last a while, considering that most herbs expire within 1 to 3 years. You need to use it up pretty quickly, so you don't want to buy too much that you won't be able to use. So the first herb that I'm going to talk about is Agrimony. This is what the package looked like that it came in. Pretty much all of them look like this. Sorry, it's really shiny. I'm using natural lighting today. This is Agrimony. So magically, Agrimony is used to banish negative energies and reverse any spells casted at you. I love adding Agrimony to spiritual cleansing baths. If you're interested in a spiritual cleansing bath, check out my website. But Agrimony is one of my go-to ingredients for cleansing and protection work and to remove negative energies and any spells casted at you. You can use this in your removal workings, your protection workings, cleansing. Agrimony is great for all of that. Medicinally, Agrimony supports the urinary tract. It also calms your bowels and helps you relax. So if you're having stomach issues or you're frequently urinating, you can make some Agrimony tea for that. The next one I'm going to talk about that I believe everybody should have in their apothecary, especially if you're a witch like me, is cinnamon. These are cinnamon chips. I already have cinnamon sticks, but I'm tired of grinding up cinnamon sticks, so I went and got me some chips. And cinnamon magically is great for all workings. It adds power to any intention. It's great for protection, drawing in love, prosperity, anything you can think of. You can add cinnamon to that working and it will benefit you. Medicinally, cinnamon is great for stimulating circulation to the heart and body because it's very warming. It also promotes the pancreas to produce insulin and reduces the blood glucose levels. So if you have high blood sugar, adding some cinnamon to your tea will help reduce that and regulate your insulin production in your pancreas. The third herb in my haul is dandelion leaf. Now you can see some of these bags are bigger than others, and that is because of the weight. Everything that I got is 4 ounces weight, but as you can see, cinnamon weighs more, so I'm going to be getting a smaller bag of cinnamon than this dandelion leaf, which is way lighter. And you see how big that bag is compared to it. But now we're talking about dandelion leaf, and when I first heard that you can use dandelions in medicine, I was like, what? Like, we're just getting rid of these weeds. I already knew about the witchcraft and making wishes because every child pretty much is told to pick up dandelion seeds and make a wish and blow it away and your wish will come true. So for magic, dandelion is great for making wishes. It's also great for calling and connecting with your spirits and your spirit guides, and it is used for divination. Dandelion is great for the skin. You can eat it fresh. You can make a tea, and the tea is used as a diuretic for your kidneys to clean them out, and also to aid in digestion. But you can make a salve from dandelion, and I usually make a salve from dandelion and some other herbs from my yard for healing salve for me and my family whenever my child or my husband hurts themselves, which is constantly. I break out my dandelion salve and it'll heal them up real quick. I really do love dandelion. It's one of my favorite herbs to work with. To be honest, they're all my favorite. These are pretty much my favorite herbs that I needed to stock up on because I've been running low. I use these in witchcraft as well as medicine. I like to have dual purpose herbs, especially since herbalism is such a passion of mine, and so is magic. I like to dual purpose, use it for multiple things. So this next one that I'm going to be talking about is elderflower. Elderflower is magical medicinally and within magic. It's magical all around, right? Magically, elderflower is used to remove negative energies, enhance your psychic abilities, and it is used for healing, prosperity, and aids sleep. So you can add this to like a sleep sachet, money sachet if you want money. Adding it to a sleep sachet would not only aid in sleep, but it can perhaps aid in prophetic dreams if you set that intention. So elderflower would be great to add to something like that. Medicinally, elderflower is great for acute ailments. Elderflower will make you sweat in order to reduce your fever. And so they say drink elderberry, if you know of elderberries. The flower comes before the berry, and the flower is just as powerful. So you can make some tea with the elderflower, and when you feel a cold coming on, drink it or take it however you do. I like to make a tincture. Any tickling in my throat, anything that may have made me feel like a cold or something was coming on, I take a tincture made of elderflower, yarrow, sage, and I think peppermint. Those 4 ingredients, and any trace of a cold symptom is gone almost immediately. I really love this herb. It smells amazing. First of all, it smells so good. And it also has antiviral and anti-cancer properties. So if you add this to your diet regularly, it may prevent you from acquiring cancer later on in life. This here is Gotu Kola. Gotu Kola magically is used for focus and meditation. They recommend that you take it as a tea before you go into your meditative practice to really calm your mind and focus it on whatever your intention is for that meditation. Medicinally, this herb is used to improve brain function and your memory. So I like to take Gotu Kola in the morning to really wake me up and get me started for the day. If you wake up and you're not a morning person like me and you're a little hazy in the morning and it takes you a minute to really get started, I recommend trying out Gotu Kola and see how it affects you. Does it help you wake up in the morning? However, it does not taste that great. It really doesn't. It doesn't taste that great. So try to find a way for you to ingest it so that it can taste better. How I like to do it is I make an elixir out of Gotu Kola and rosemary, because rosemary also stimulates the brain. We're going to talk about that a little bit later. I like to make an elixir, and the elixir tastes so good because what an elixir is, it's pretty much a tincture with honey added to it, and it makes the herbs taste a lot better. And you just take a little bit in the morning and I'm ready to go for my day. This herb also balances your adrenals. Oh child, if you can see this, you know what this is. Literally, everybody knows what this is. This is lavender. Actually, this is Lavadin. And when I was purchasing this, I got it because the site said that these flowers, the Lavadin flowers, are a combination of 2 types of lavender. And I'm like, why not? So that's the reason why I got the Lavandin flowers instead of the lavender flowers, but they're the same. This is just like a mix of flowers. So magically, lavender is used to focus and calm down your emotions. You can also use it to contact spirits that are for your highest good, to create peace within yourself and your environment. And it also attracts love and encourages happiness. Lavender is just that herb that everybody knows that it's peaceful, it's relaxing, it really calms you. I like to use lavender in baths because when the lavender is stimulated by that water and it's heat up, it releases those oils that are good for that calming effect that it can give you. You can also make an oil, lavender oil, put it in a sleep pillow along with your elderflower to encourage better sleep and restfulness. And medicinally, lavender is known to reduce tension, stress, anxiety, and it also may help relieve a headache. People will take a lavender oil, put it on their temples. You can make a lavender like steam just on the stove, boil some water, throw some lavender in it, and inhale the steam to help rid of your headache as well. So lavender is just great. I'm gonna get some good use out of this big old bag of lavender. 3 more herbs to go. Then I'm out of here because I know I'm probably talking off your ears a little bit, but I hope you really enjoy it. So the next herb that I'm going to be talking about, or botanical more so, is Rosehips. As you can tell, this is a smaller bag again, just like the cinnamon, because Rosehips weigh quite a bit. These are dried out Rosehips as well. And usually I work with roses, but I've been interested in getting into working with Rosehips because of the skincare properties. And let me go back. Magically, Rosehips can be used just how you use rose petals. used for love, healing, attracting abundance and luck and love into your life, and pretty much any intention you can think of. Roses are very versatile, just like cinnamon, just like rosemary. And so I imagine rose hips would be the same, because if you know where a rose hip comes from, it's after the petals drop off, then it forms the fruit, which is the rose hip. So I guess it's like the inner magic of the rose, right? Medicinally, the hips are full of vitamin C, which is great for you internally, but also great for your skin, which is why I'm interested in experimenting with some skin products with the rose hips here. Now, also may be helpful for colds, even though I personally have not used them for colds. If you have, let me know. Let me know how it affects you, because vitamin C is very important when you're sick, because it can boost your immune system. So I could see why it could be helpful for colds, but I have yet to use it for that. This is literally my favorite magical herb. And I drink a lot of rosemary tea. But I love rosemary, okay? I put it pretty much in every working, just like I do cinnamon, because it is great and so powerful. And I think it's funny that I bought a bag of rosemary. However, I have 2 rosemary bushes out in my garden, but I like to cut them manicuredly, so I don't like to cut them back really far. And so I don't get as much product from those. However, I'm going to be adding more rosemary to my garden so that I can just harvest as much as I want from out there without feeling like I'm depleting my source. So I bought some rosemary to tide me over until it's time to harvest some rosemary and time for me to plant out some more. But magically, rosemary can be used for any intention. It's very versatile. I mentioned that earlier. It's used for cleansings, protection, healing, attracting love, attracting wealth, and so many amazing intentions. Anything you could think of, add some rosemary to it, and just, that's it. I mentioned this earlier, but medicinally, rosemary is known to improve your brain function by improving the circulation that is going on up there. It's also used to treat digestive issues and joint ailments. So as you can see, it's pretty versatile in the medicinal realm as well. So rosemary might be an herb that you want to add to your personal apothecary. The next herb that I'm going to talk about is rue. Now, I'm trying to find some rue because I hear that it's pretty hard to grow. So I don't know. It might be, it might not be, but I'm trying to find some already grown rue that I can add to my garden because I think it is so pretty. The pretty yellow flowers. It's used to protect against witchcraft and negative energies, and I would love to plant some rue outside of my house. They also say if you see that somebody is growing rue, then you know that they're a witch. So I would love to plant some rue outside and have that be my little folk tale outside of my home. So rue magically is used for protection against witchcraft and negative energies. It's also used for healing and increasing your psychic abilities. It's a very spiritual herb. Medicinally, rue is used to reduce headaches, treat high blood pressure, as well as expel worms. However, working with rue can be very dangerous because high doses can cause you to hallucinate, can cause you to even die. So you have to be very careful when working with rue medicinally. Be cautious and work with small doses. Finally, the last herb that I will be talking about today. I'm like trying to show you what they look like, but I'm using natural lighting today, so the window is really reflecting off this. But yarrow. Magically, yarrow is used for protection as well as instilling courage, raising vibrations, and improving your psychic powers. I love using yarrow. Yarrow is one of my favorite herbs to use medicinally, and it is just so pretty. I grow some out in my yard and I'm trying to like start a nice little patch, but it's tiny. It's probably gonna take a while to get up there. But yarrow is beautiful in the yard with this little feathery like leaves. Oh my goodness, I'm gonna put some pictures up. I'm gonna put pictures up of everything that I've been talking about so far. I guess it's like one of my favorite herbs to really grow. I also like using it in teas. Yarrow in a tea tastes pretty good. It's not bad. And medicinally, yarrow is used to stop bleeding internally as well as externally. If you use it internally, you can use it as a tea or a tincture, and externally, you would mainly want to use its leaves, crush it up into a powder and put it on your wound, and it should help stop the bleeding. It is also used to reduce fever. As I mentioned before earlier in the video, that I do use yarrow mixed with several other ingredients for a tincture that I make for colds here at my home, and it works really well in that combination. So I really like yarrow for that as well. And yarrow assists the body in fighting infections. So those are all the herbs that I have picked up for this haul. If you like this type of video and you would like to see another herbal like apothecary haul sometime, let me know. I thought it was really fun, and I love buying and exploring different types of herbs and their remedies and how I can use them in magic and medicine, and how you can kind of cross them, you know, make your medicine and then set your magical intention for that as well. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. Check out my website here if you would like to support your little old witch. And I will see you all in the next one. Bye.